Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome again, dear viewers. After that main news of the channel, now we're back with the coverage of the national campaign for aiding our brothers in Somalia. When it comes to us, let us just have a couple of announcements. The number so far, inshallah, will be mentioned it as well. The account, unified account number is 6,000. You can, through that number, you can just send amounts of money. They are receiving commodities at Prince Faisal Stadium in Melez. So just mention Melez Stadium and you can get the location easy. And of course, through messages, you can easily just text the number 1 for 10 riyals, number 2 for 20 riyals, number 3 for 30 riyals to the number 5565. It's a unified number for all 3 networks available here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now, it takes us a great honor to be welcoming our guests for this part of the program. With first of all, Sheikh Umar Al-Jani, and with us as well, Sheikh Isam Abdul-Razak. So first of all, Sheikh Umar, when it comes to us here at the beginning, first of all, your feeling towards this whole campaign that's going on at the moment, and what our brothers, Muslims in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia should do towards it as well.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين ونصلي ونسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا وبعد. I say what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, لا إله إلا الله الحليم العظيم، لا إله إلا الله رب العرش العظيم، لا إله إلا الله رب السماوات ورب الأرض ورب العرش الكريم. This is no doubt something that has affected every Muslim, has affected every human being who has a sense of humanity. Regarding what's going on in the land of Somalia. Before maybe I say anything about Somalia, I would like to express my thanks and gratitude and appreciation to the custodian of the 2 holy mosques, King Abdullah ibn Abdul Aziz, his crown prince Amir Sultan ibn Abdul Aziz, for this campaign, for this interaction with the needs of the people of Somalia. This is the manifestation of providing the collective duty upon the Muslims towards other Muslims, towards any human being who is in need. There is an individual duty also upon each and every one of us, and this is manifested in the support that we give, beginning with the financial support, beginning with the support in remembering them in their hardships, in the famine that is being experienced in that part of the world today. We know that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has informed us, told us that the example of this ummah, the people of Islam, the example of them is like the example of a body, one united body, that if one part of this body experiences any kind of ailment, any kind of injury or hurt, that the entirety of the body would react. And the reaction here is a metaphor that literally would be a quick and very effective reaction that would recognize the need of our brothers in Somalia. And we know today that the number of people who have suffered are by the hundreds, if not the thousands, and the catastrophe might reach to 10 million people in Somalia today if the world doesn't react and try to do what they can for these people in need.
Definitely. Sheikh Isam, if we talk about the actual situation in Somalia, you've got a bit of experience regarding that situation, on real grounds. A lot of the pictures that we see in the media and lots of the videos that we see in the media doesn't reflect reality. It's not the actual thing. Unless you're in their shoes, then you can feel the real thing. You've been there. So, what can you tell our brother Muslims? Something that emotionally will hopefully touch them towards doing something.
Yeah, of course, actually, I will start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah, wa salatu salam ala Rasulillah. First of all, I would like to give plenty thanks to our King Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz, for starting this campaign. And this is not strange for our King, because I do remember last year also we did the same campaign for our brothers in Pakistan. And this will confirm the position of Saudi Arabia as helping and assisting all the Muslim countries. And regarding the situation in Somalia, the main problem is start with dry. There is no more water over there. For the last 2 years, the rain doesn't fall in Somalia. This is really the main thing. This caused all this kind of hunger and all this kind of crisis in Somalia. The shallow wells, it's totally dry. When they can pick the water from it, and when the rain stops for 1 year and another 1 more year, there is no more water in these shallow wells. So this started the problem. There is no water, and even their sheep, their cows, it died because also there is no water. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran about water وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ.
So the thing is, I mean, the situation there is critical, and I mean, Brother Umar, I mean, if we talk about humanitarian aspect that we're not sensing here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, I mean, as individuals, if you see someone in need, you will not have the actual sense of what is he feeling, I mean, the actual need of him. We know about the drought in Somalia, then we know there's a campaign, now then we do something. Shouldn't there be like, I mean, a more better way of Muslims binding together towards helping each other before someone noted them? Shouldn't we seek people and help instead of having people telling us, no, by the way, those people need help, go help them? Shouldn't we seek them?
Well, this is true. We should be proactive in matters like these. We should be ready to assist when these calamities overcome people. But maybe to better understand the situation in Somalia, Somali people, they depend on 2 main sources for their livelihood. The cattle, raising of cattle, and the agriculture that provides the provision and sustenance for the people of that land. And as mentioned, when the drought took place 4 seasons ago, no rain was provided, and this is by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this of course resulted in the death of their cattle. It resulted in the prevention of any type of sustenance coming from the earth, where the end result for this is that the death of the cattle, after that came the death of human beings. And normally the casualties in these situations would be the infants. They would be the first to be affected. Then the women who are pregnant, they cannot give birth in a state of being malnourished. Furthermore, you find that the suckling mother is not able to suckle her child. And these are the first to go. These are the first people who are affected, and are the people who normally are being in the face of this disaster. The drought, if it continues, if this continues to the people in Somalia, the estimates that the people who will be affected are more than 10 million people. They are now migrating from the southern parts, coming to the northern parts in hundreds, thousands, and throngs, and not finding any means of sustenance will cause them to further fall into this catastrophe. We know that the need to cover the hunger today is about $300 million, as estimated by some global or international institutions. We, alhamdulillah, as I've heard earlier before the program, we've reached to 160,
yes,
close
so
to
far
that.
160.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful and very encouraging. But I would like to remind myself and anyone who is listening and knows what's going on in Somalia, is that even though these people are being tried, tested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in what they are going through in this drought, in this calamity, we are being tried and tested in what reaction, what response will we give. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has favored us, given us these provisions, we have these gifts, we are living good lives. In return, to show our gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this call of need of our brothers and sisters in Somalia, we should be vigilant of the fact and the need that we are in need of interacting and reacting to this more than they are in need of this help and support. And we're not doing them a favor in any way. On the contrary, the favor is being done to us, that we are presenting what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us. And we know that one of the characteristics of Islam is that life is precious. Life is precious. Allah tells us in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا, that whoever preserves life, one life, is if they have preserved the entirety of mankind. في كل كبد رطبة أجر. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ tells us, in every living being there is reward. Now the priority is our own people. The humanity in general is our concern, but people today are calling, people today are asking, and I've seen video clips on YouTube, on some of the other media sources, that literally people are in a state of asking for support in a way that really causes a person to recognize that these favors require to be given to others when they are in need.
Definitely. We go back. There's more to be said about that point, and I do apologize about mistaking. But you, Sheikh Omar, you're the one who's been to Somalia, and you know exactly.
Well, I haven't been to Somalia, but I'm in direct contact with some of the brothers who have been there.
Absolutely.
I've also heard from some of the people who are in the field right now. In direct contact with people who are dispersing some of the foods and needs of the people. But I haven't been to Somalia.
Personally, I wish that more of us can go there and reflect the actual image.
Yes,
inshallah, we'll be talking about that, inshallah. Now with us we have on the phone Dr. Naji Al-Arfaj. Assalamu alaikum, Doctor. First of all, thank you for being with us. Again, the question will be, your feelings towards this campaign going on at the moment, and your message to everybody here in the kingdom.
I would like to thank you and thank our government. May Allah reward you all for this noble campaign. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Habib Muhammad, our dear Prophet, and actually Islam at large encourage, and they encourage us to feed إطعام الطعام and to take care of the poor and needy. And in such crisis, we can really show our caring and sharing. It's not only by talking, by words or by theory. It's a way to practice and to implement the teachings of Islam, to show the beauty of Islam, of mercy, of sharing, caring, and brotherhood. And these great and beautiful things in Islam can be manifested or can be done in such crises as I mentioned in Somalia.